Namaste. Namaste, and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. This is a moment in our day that we carve out to arrive here. The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but when we are on this beautiful path, when we're in this practice, we will walk in peace. So let's begin. Let's begin. Sit yourself up nice and tall. You can be on the ground, sitting up on something, a cushion or a block, or you can choose to sit at your desk or be in a chair if that feels more comfortable for you. So we'll get started here now, just by exploring the spine in our seat. So you can start to swirl and twirl the spine around, just moving nice and slow. Try to relax the head and neck and jaw as you move and as you breathe. Start to deepen your breath. You can go in opposite directions and you can start to feel the whole of the body, even as just the spine is rotating, is moving around in all directions here. You can feel the effects, right? You feel the effects in the shoulder, you feel the effects in the neck, what happens in the hips as you move, as you breathe, as you focus here in your center, here in the spine. Come back to a neutral spine, nice and tall. Put your hands on your thighs and then start to pitch yourself forward and then round yourself back. And again, the spine is the focus. So you feel the movement in the spine, breathing in, breathing out. And our awareness can start to move into sensations that are occurring in the body in this movement. Just feel it. Try not to judge. You don't have to name the sensations. Just start to notice, just becoming aware. You might be becoming aware of heat that is building in the body in this movement, in this breath. Inhaling forward and exhaling, rounding back, coming forward and then moving back. Again, back to a neutral spine, nice and tall. Turn the palms up to the sky. Inhale, lift your arms, get really tall here. Turn the palms towards one another and grow a little bit taller. Feel the pelvic floor muscles lifting. Feel your belly nice and strong. Deep breathing. We'll twist. Let's twist to the left, taking your right hand against your left thigh. Left hand can go back behind you and deep breathing. Again, the awareness for this moment, for this practice, in this moment is on the spine, but feel the sensations in the rest of the body. Shoulders, hips, what's happening there at the soles of your feet. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Good. Coming back to center, reach the arms up. Be intentional, be energetic in that reach, lifting and expanding, and then turn and twist to the opposite side and open up. Observing here, observe the spine and then the awareness of sensation. When you feel the muscles of your lower back, what's happening on this right side, on the left side, as you breathe, as you move and twist into this shape. Inhale, come back up to the center. Again, a lot of energy through the tips of your fingers. Go ahead and bring your hands together, pressing your palms in a prayer, and bring that prayer very clearly, very carefully, right through the midline, over your nose, your mouth, and landing here at heart center. Let your eyes soften for a moment. Pay attention, move into the awareness of your breath. And find an intention for this mindfulness moment practice for this day. Find an intention. And again, know that you don't have to name it or subscribe language to it. Just know what your intention is for this practice. Take a deep breath in and exhale and drop your chin to your chest. Release your hands. Go ahead and extend your legs forward. Again, you can do this in your chair or on the ground, the back of it. Keep the heels of the feet pressing down onto the earth and sit nice and tall. Awareness of spine, right? Tailbone right up through the crown of the head. Sit nice and tall. Reach your arms to the sky and then pitching yourself forward, just draping the torso over the thighs. You can reach, and if you're in your chair, maybe you're grabbing the back of your knees. If you're down on the ground, you might grab the outer edges of your feet and come into a forward bend here, reaching and stretching. Go ahead and drop the head and neck. Let the breath flow through the body. Deep awareness here. You can flex your feet quite strongly. If you're down on the ground and it feels okay, if it feels appropriate, you can start to straighten your legs a bit. You'll get a wonderful stretch in the lower back. Feel that. And then move into awareness of the rest of the body. What's happening in the back of the legs? What happens as you draw the energy from the feet back towards your body by pressing your fingers against the outer edges of your feet or the back of your legs? Deep awareness. Feel the breath and the stretch in this posture. Nice full breathing in and out. Go ahead and look forward, gently lift yourself up, reach your arms to the sky. Again, a lot of energy in the shape. Big breath in. Exhale, float the hands down alongside your body. Walk the hands back behind you. So if you're on the ground, you can turn the fingertips towards your hips if that's okay for your wrist. If you're in a chair, just grab the seat of the chair, opening up through the top of the chest. Now everyone can bend their knees and press the feet very clearly onto the ground. We're going to move into a breath practice here. So you're rooted through the soles of the feet, through the palms of your hands. As you inhale, the chest and chin will lift. As you exhale, let that exhalation move through your nose, dropping your chin to your chest. You might shrug your shoulders forward here. Inhale, rising up, lift up. Exhale, releasing. We're in the spine, right? Awareness of the spine. What's happening in the lower back, the middle of the back, as you lift your chin, as you lift your chest with this breath. Exhaling, chin drops down to breath. Chest, inhale, rising up. Exhale, emptying, emptying, emptying. Good. Crawl the hands back. You're going to be seated nice and tall. Go ahead and extend the left leg forward. You can keep that foot flexed. Hug the right knee into your chest. Again, you can be doing this in a chair if you wish. Hug that right knee into your chest. We're going to cross the right foot and leg over and dropping that right foot down on the outer edge of your hip there. If you're in a chair, you can just cross ankle to knee. So you're sitting nice and tall. Reach your arms up. Again, be energetic about this right through the tips of the fingers. We're going to turn and twist to the right. You can start with your right elbow or your left elbow on top of your right knee and then gently walk that arm down the thigh and twist and breathe. Opening up and moving with great awareness here. Bring the tip of your thumb and your finger of your left hand to touch. It's called Gaya Mudra. We use the shape, the form of the hand, the mudras, to bring awareness to this moment. Feel that energy, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Unwind the twist. Take the arms all the way up. Coming back to center, reach, reach, reach. Slip the hands again back behind you. If you're in a chair, grab the seat of the chair. Undo the wrap of the legs. The soles of the feet are down on the ground. Inhale, lift your chin and your chest. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Let's go. Inhale. This time, if you want to lift out of the hips, make lift the pelvis off the ground or even off the seat. Exhale, drop that pelvis as you come back down. A few more rounds like this. Inhaling up. Exhaling and dropping back down. One more time. Inhaling up. And exhaling back down. Let's keep the left knee in. Extend that right leg. Nice and tall in your seat. You can hug that knee in. If you're in a chair, just lift that knee up towards your chest. And then we're going to cross that left foot over. So the sole of the left foot is on the outside of the right hip, nice and tall. Flex your extended leg, or if you're on this in a seat, really press down through the sole of that foot. Reach your arms up. Let's twist. Let's go to the left side. Drop that right elbow on top of the left knee and then gently walk it down, opening up. You're using your own body as leverage to expand and open into the shape, into the form, but also into awareness. Bring the thumb and index finger of that right hand to touch. Gaya Mudra. And aware this moment, this breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Come back to the center. Reach up. The arms are lifted. Nice. The hands again drop back behind you. Step the feet down onto the ground, the soles of the feet, knees are bent. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest and the pelvis. Exhale, drop back down. Again, once more, inhaling, up, up, up. And exhaling, dropping back down. Walk your feet forward, sit nice and tall. Okay, aware of the pelvis. You can move forward a bit and then back. Find a neutral place for the pelvis. Reach your arms up and forward bend. You're coming here, flowing right up and over the legs. Again, grab the outer edges of your feet or your ankles, wherever the breath takes you. Look forward and then gently soften into the forward bend and breathe deeply here. Inhaling, exhaling. So we began the practice with kind of a truth, right? Gently rise up that the mind can go in 1,000 directions. And this particular practice, this mindfulness practice, brings us here, right? Brings us into our bodies, brings us into this moment in our breath. We're going to transition. We're going to continue the flow and the movement of the spine. I'm going to stay on the ground for this. If you don't like to be on your hands and knees and you would rather stand, you can certainly do that. And a blanket I'm going to place underneath my knees and coming onto all fours and starting to flow through the postures of cat pose, big roundedness in your spine, and cat pose, cow face, coming forward, your chest and heart lift. So let's move with the breath, inhaling, exhaling. Soften your mouth, soften your jaw, soften your eyes, and come here now into the body. Feel the energy flowing through the spine and each and every breath you take in this movement. Inhaling deep and clear, exhaling, releasing. Inhaling, exhaling. Nice, full breaths in the body. Inhaling, exhaling. And keep that flow and movement. Bring your awareness to your feet now. Tuck your toes under if you're on the ground, right? If you're down on your hands and knees, untuck and press down through the tops of the feet. If you're standing, maybe you're pressing your hands against the chair or you have your hands on your thighs. Maybe try one foot at a time and bring awareness to the soles of the feet. Big stretch through the bottoms of the feet, through the toes, and then exhaling and rounding. Let go, let go, let go. Good. Let's bring awareness to the hands for a moment. So you can do this against the wall or I'm down on the ground. We're just going to simply lift the wrist. So the knuckles stay grounded. Lift the wrist off the ground and then gently drop back down. Do this a few times. Up you go. Exhaling, drop, lift and drop and lift and drop. Let's turn the hands out so that the thumbs are facing forward, that the fingers are out. And circle around now, go into the joints of the body. So awareness, we had our awareness initially as we moved into our spine. Now the awareness comes into the joints of the body. Feel the joints there at your fingers, at your wrists, into your shoulders. How about the joints between each one of the vertebrae, right? As you maybe drop your head as you move around here, opening up. How about the joints in the hips and the knees? The joints of the feet and the ankles, right? So much beautiful energy in the body. Go ahead now, one more thing with the hands, turning the fingers towards one another. So the thumbs will be facing towards your knees and continue that movement in the joints, just opening up. Try not to lock or harden your elbows. Let some space be there, maybe a slight bend in the elbows and open up. Good. If you're on the ground, tuck your toes, lean back. You can get a good stretch into your toes and go ahead and shake out your wrists wherever you are. Just shake out the hands, deep breathing in and out. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders. We're going to come into a puppy dog pose now. So again, you can do this standing if you wish. You can kind of press against the seat of the chair or against the wall. If you're down on the ground, walk your hands way forward. Take a peek at your hands and make sure that they're at least shoulders distance apart. I have mine a little bit wider today. And come up onto the tips of your fingers. Pull your hips back, but keep the front chest, the front ribs nice and buoyant with your breath. Let your head drop and stretch and breathe and stretch here. Deep, clear breaths in and out. So nice. Again, the mind in 1,000 different directions, directing it here and now, just taking a rest, resting, stretching with the fullness of your breath, bringing you into this moment. It's very restorative. Take the hands and walk them over to the left side and keep pulling the hips back and continue with the stretch. If you're standing, you might pull the hips just off to the left, keeping your hands stationary. And breathe in and breathe out. And it's really be interested and curious around sensations in the body, into the awareness. Come back up to center. I'm suddenly building a lot of heat in this stretch. Go over to the other side and breathe in and breathe out. In, out. Good. Coming back to center, coming back to center. So if you're on the ground, drop your hands down on the ground, lift your knees. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward bend. So I'm just slipping the props off to the side. Step your feet out a little bit wider than your hips, and melt yourself right between your thighs. Keep your knees a bit soft, just hanging forward there, nice and soft and breathful, right? Deep breathing in. Now you might sway a bit side to side. Feel the energy going up the legs into the lower back, into the middle of the back. And we are aware of our bodies fully and completely. Using your breath, bend your knees and gently roll yourself all the way up. Coming slow, coming slow, coming slow. Get to the top here. Your feet are still hips distance. Float the arms out in line with your shoulders and take a look there, right? Look at the palm of that left hand. Really open up the palm. Thumb is facing up. Same thing with the right hand. Really open. Deep breathing in and out. Turn the palms down to the ground. Widen your stance even a little bit further. Lift up onto the ball of the left foot and turn that left foot out and sink down now. Bending that left knee. Keeping the right leg nice and strong, straight. Look over the left hand and breathe in and breathe out. Opening up. Can you soften the shoulders even as you feel that strength, that energy right through the center, right through the spine? Use your breath in and out. Good. Turn the palms up to the sky. Lean back. Open up. Keep that front knee bent as you're here. Good. Bring the arms back in line with your shoulders. Turn that left foot in. Keep the arms out. Use your breath. Interlace your hands gently back behind you, or just rest your hands on your back body. Turn the toes in towards one another. Lift your chin and your chest. Exhale, flowing forward, long spine. Arms can start to reach up towards the sky. Let your head and neck relax here. Breathing in, breathing out. Go ahead and come up halfway. So you can even look forward on that. Extend the spine back and then turn to the right. Keep the spine in the center though. Don't take the torso with that twist. You're turning to the right, looking upward, opening the shoulders. Good. Come back to center. Use your breath. You might bend your elbows a bit back behind you and then turn and twist to the other side. Remembering the torso doesn't go with that twist. You're right through the center, the crown and the tail. Exhale back to center. Release your arms. Let your arms dangle soft and steady, and then gently, mindfully rolling yourself back up. Nice. Arms out in line with your shoulders. Check in. Look to the right. Look to the left. Lift up onto the ball of the right foot. Now you're going to turn that right foot forward. Arms are nice and strong. Go ahead and bend the right knee. Left leg stays strong and straight. You can even push that left thigh back a bit. Arms are in line with your shoulders. Look over the right hand. Hug the muscles onto the bone. Feel the leg muscles. Feel the strength moving through the core, through the center. You're in awareness. Turn the palms up to the sky. Lean back. Keep bending that right knee. Lean back. Open up. Full breath. Good. Come back with your arms in line with your shoulders. Straighten the right leg, turn the right leg in again, slip the hands back behind you. If you had an interlace last time, change it up, put the opposite finger on top. Lean back, open the heart, look up, and then bending deeply. Go halfway, take a deep breath in, bend your knees, exhale, drop your head and neck, let the arms reach towards the sky. See if you can soften the shoulders. Keep a flow of breath. Opening up, you feel the space in the lower back, in the middle of your back, right out through the crown of the head. Go ahead now, release your arms, let your arms dangle down. You might walk your hands forward a bit. If you're on the ground and it's not nearby, maybe lift up on the seat of the chair or the wall, and then go ahead and pull your hips back. Nice wide-legged, open stretch. Deep breathing in and out. Good, look forward. Go ahead and soften your hips. You can turn your toes out, sink down. You might sink down into a squat, right? Go as low as your breath takes you. Straighten your legs, lower back down. Make sure that as you're squatting, that the knees are tracking between the second and third toe. So be mindful of that. Maybe if you're a little tight in your hips, your knees might track inward. You can even take your hands and gently traction those thighs out. Use your breath and then gently beginning to straighten, coming up slow, coming up slow. Go ahead and turn your toes. Walk your feet right underneath your hips and stand tall in Tadasana for a moment. Mountain pose. And here's where we go into this mindfulness practice, right? Complete awareness of this moment. The body, the breath. Good. And you shake out your hands, shake out your legs. And then let's prepare for a seat of meditation. This is all part of this awareness practice, right? We work the body a bit to open ourselves up, maybe let those 1,000 things in our minds settle down, right? Coming into a sense of steadiness, of peace, maybe, right? You might find a little of that in this moment. So go ahead and prepare the seat really well. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable, that you can relax, yet be very strong through your center. So as if there is a string now attached right to the crown of the head. You can even put your fingers at the top of the crown and kind of tug yourself up so that you're very spacious here in the spine, open and free. Go ahead and rest your hands so you relax the arms, yet the chest stays nice and open. Relax your arms down on your thighs. Today we'll take Gaya Mudra with the thumb and the index finger touching. Just drop the hands very softly, yet very painfully. You're aware. You can feel the tips of your fingers. And come here now, right? Settling yourself down into this moment. This beautiful path, perhaps we can find a sense of ease, a sense of peace. And be kind to yourself if those 10,000 thoughts, right? If they come to you, just simply be aware and then let them pass. And come back to the tips of your fingers, come back to the flow of breath in your body. This moment, and be kind and patient as you explore this meditation practice. Commit to the physical stillness, so staying still, try not to fidget. Becoming fully aware of this moment. curious about each and every moment. Maybe your awareness goes to a sensation. Maybe your awareness goes to a sound. Maybe a thought comes in. Whatever it is, just be present with it and let it go, let it be. Bring your awareness to your breath, and start to deepen the breath. Filling the whole of your body, the soles of your feet, up the legs, into the spine. You feel that energy of breath, of prana, moving through into the arms and the shoulders, the fingers, moving right through the back, the spine and the neck and the back of your head and the whole of the body. This moment, this awareness. Go ahead and put your hands up to the sky. You can keep that mudra as you do that. Reach your arms all the way up, up, up. Go ahead and bring the hands now in a prayer and return back to your intention for this day's mindfulness practice, and hold it with great compassion, with tenderness and awareness. We do this practice for the benefit of all beings. So go ahead and now separate your hands. Send that intention out into the world. Go ahead and bring the hands back together. And as you exhale, be intentional and mindful as you bring your hands right through the midline, over the forehead and the nose, the mouth. Let the hands land at your heart in a prayer. May all beings be free. May all beings be healthy and safe. May all beings be happy. Take a deep breath in. And as you empty, dropping your chin to your chest, namaste. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor of guiding you through this mindfulness moment practice. My name is Evalena, and I look forward to practicing with you again sometime soon. Enjoy this day.